All right, all right, all right. What's happening, folks? What's happening? This is Craig Harris, the black man in the green chair, the messiah of Xbox, coming back with a post Super Bowl podcast. It'll be a quick one. And I got some PS5 specs going up here. Xbox's response to the Game Pass, PlayStation Plus games that were confirmed, and the Super Bowl, the movie trailers of the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was the game. Thought it was very entertaining. I think we can drop the notion of Tom Brady being the GOAT. The GOAT don't lose to a backup quarterback. He had a great game, and if that's the last Super Bowl he plays in, 500 yards, 3 touchdown passes, costly fumble, and great game. Great game. Congratulations to the Eagles. They fly, Eagles fly, but I certainly hope everybody enjoyed the game. I know a lot of people watched it. I'll start there with the movie reviews first. I want to say hello to everybody that's going to be watching now, watching later on. Shout out to all the new subs, all the old subs. Thanks for hanging out. All the people that have unsubscribed, resubscribed, unsubscribe again. What's going on? Certainly, you come here, you get some. You get very little speculation. I try to work on that. I will always yell out spoiler alert or speculation alert. But got some pretty tight numbers here for the PlayStation 5. What they're going to more than likely go with at an 80% clip. So they're working on a design, but I'll get into that in a minute. The movie trailers that dropped yesterday, my goodness, the Solo trailer, which they had another full trailer this morning. I don't know if you saw it. Go check it out. So we had the Solo trailer. We had another short Infinity War tease, kind of like, hey, don't forget about us trailer. Lots of Lexus commercials with Black Panther. I guess if you all haven't figured out, product placement. Lexus paid a lot of money to have their cars in the Black Panther movie. So we got that commercial, the Rock's movie, I think it's called Skyscraper, Mission Impossible 6, I think, or the new Mission Impossible Fallout trailer with Tom Cruise. And Mission Impossible, at this point, I will say is one of, if not the best action franchises I've ever seen. But we'll get into all of it because I do got some Q&A questions about it. And then we'll move on. I'll get to the PlayStation Plus games that were confirmed. Rhyme, I'll start there. Rhyme and Knack are the free games. Free play. They're confirmed. They got confirmed earlier this morning. So congrats to the people who called that. So it's been confirmed that's good. That is got that. That's on GameSpot.com. So shout out to everybody who said that last week. They nailed it. All right. So yeah, Rhyme flopped. So yeah, it's free to play. Is it Rhyme or Rim? I would pronounce it Rim, but it is what it is. It's free. Well, technically it's not free because you have to have Plus to play it. But look, they've given us games like Deus Ex and Metal Gear 5 and Until Dawn. So that's fine. I mean, it's free. It's a go play if you want. You don't have to. So yeah, I agree. Halo Storm. I'm not excited about that. With that said, it's almost like you get steak every day. You're gonna have fish every once in a while. So, but I get overall it's disappointing. So, but those are the PlayStation Plus games. Of course, the big PS4 news is that the Shadow Colossus that comes out tonight. Some people already have it. Some people are playing it. You will post stuff tonight. You'll see stuff. People have stuff up. Shout out to Jimmy B Gaming. He said he's got 6 or 7 more Colossus or Colossi to beat, and he'll take it on down. So that'd be cool. And now I just got her text. Okay, so but I mean, the Rhyme and Knack are trash. I mean, Knack is a technical achievement, but it is what it is. So. But I didn't care for it, but it's Mark Cerny's game. Of course, they're going to give that away. So, and they can do whatever they want. They sold 70 million plus consoles. They can You just take it. It's like you want butter on your toast, and Sony's like, here, take your toast. You ain't getting no butter, no soup for you. But moving on from that, like I said, I got to work tonight, so I'm moving this one pretty fast. And so I will, with the Xbox news, very plainly, Xbox has responded to the backlash of the Game Pass from the retailers. And basically, in so many words, they don't give a rat's crack. They don't care. They said they understand that people are upset by it, but they think it's a minority of retailers. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. I'm not here to say whether they're being honest, but they don't give a damn. They are moving in this direction, and these physical retailers be damned, okay? They don't care. This is what they're doing. I, for one, like I said, when it first got announced, I'm happy about it. I'll never buy another Xbox game again. It remains to be seen if the AAA people put their games on there day and day, whatever. But we have to wait and see on that. The first party IP, it's all going up. Okay, it's all going to go up there. And you already know eventually the Battlefield, because EA already has a good relationship with Microsoft. Eventually, the Battlefield, Battlefield 1, that will eventually pop up there pretty soon. I say by E3. As a matter of fact, I say EA. This is just a prediction on my part. I think EA, because they all have their own separate press conferences now. I think EA will go ahead and have and that will be part of EA's press. They're going to put Battlefield 1 on there. If it's not on there now, So, but that'll be on there eventually. Anything that they've got that they've got marketing rights with, they've got ends with now with and like I said, Sony already wet their pants with EA with the whole FIFA thing. With that messing up overseas, and EA is looking at them with the slide eye. With that said, EA was voted the 5th worst company in the world to work for. So it's kind of like, what happened with Sony with their online thing overseas with the tournament, that was garbage. That sucked. But EA sucks too. It's like y'all both suck, so it's just two suck. It's suckness, double the suck, with this. So but they'll have to work that out. But long story short, Microsoft don't care. They flipping them off. They waving deuces, Chris Brown style. This is what they're doing, and retailers be damned. So you're going to see the mom and pop ones have already said we ain't doing it. There are some that are medium size. They're starting to waver now, so they'll be the next to go. Then you'll get the GameStops and stuff like that. They're going to stop doing it. Like I said, GameStop in my city, 35 to 40% of shelf space for Xbox gone. It's gone. Okay, like I said, they put emoji mugs and T-shirts, and they still sell the stuff. They still sell the hardware. The headsets and stuff like that. Plenty of that. Plenty of space for that, but they do not have a lot of shelf space for Xbox anymore. So, especially where it was used games. They got a lot of used 360 games. Let me make that clear, because the 360 is still selling, at a pretty decent clip. But overall, Microsoft don't care. They don't care. So this is what they're doing. And yeah, so much emphasis on suck. Yeah, because I'm tired. Yeah, my friend in Germany, they gave me the specs of the PS5. He called at 11:30 his time. That was like 5 o'clock in the morning my time, and I have not really been able to go back to sleep. And then we had people over last night to watch the game, and then my girl just came over and left like an hour ago. So yeah, and I got to go to work in 6.5 hours. So yeah, that's why I'm rolling, but I'm rolling through this for the love of the fans. And to resell the PC podcast on the Porchlight channel, which I think is tomorrow afternoon if I don't have to work. If I go to work tonight, because I got to look at the book, because remember, I got sick Thursday. It didn't work the whole weekend. So if I got to work tomorrow night, the Porchlight podcast will be moved to Wednesday. That's just the way it's going to be. But yeah, that's that. So let me get to these. So that is the Xbox news. I mean, they don't have a lot of gaming news right now for Xbox. You'll start seeing more gaming news for Xbox in about 2 weeks because they'll really start cranking the Sea of Thieves thing at that point. So we'll have to wait and see. And but then that's got mixed reviews. Some people said it's garbage, and some people like it, and it's all subjective. So that's cool. So, but moving ahead, we'll go ahead into the movie trailers because the movie trailers I saw yesterday I enjoyed. I'll start with Mission Impossible because I got a bunch of Q&A on Mission Impossible, and so very quickly, Mission Impossible. I've liked all the Mission Impossibles. Now, Mission Impossible 1, I thought had the best story. I thought the action was just kind of But Mission Impossible 1, that's the one where they had to break into the CIA, and that's the one where Tom Cruise is hanging, and they had the wires on him and stuff like that. Great scene for anybody who likes that kind of stuff. Very good scene. Mission Impossible 2 had better action than Mission Impossible 1, but the story was garbage. But it did have Tandy Newton in there, and Tandy Newton is the way it should be. Okay, I'm gonna let my girl hear me say that. She's the way it should be. But Mission Impossible 3, that's where it really picked up, and ever since then, it's had a lot of action. So, but we'll keep moving. So for me, Mission Impossible, that's the best trailer I saw yesterday. Number 2, I rated the Han Solo trailer, which again, we got the rest of that. We got another trailer this morning on. It was on the morning show, what an ABC show. Can't think of the name of it, but it looked good too. Tonally, it looked good. It felt like a Star Wars movie. You see the Millennium Falcon. He gets it when it's brand new. You got to remember, Han Solo put a lot of stuff on the Millennium Falcon so that the Imperial Navy couldn't track the ship. Okay, he put a lot of stuff on there so that the Imperial Navy couldn't track the ship. That's why it looked the way it looked, And remember, we're seeing it in Star Wars. He's already had the Millennium Falcon for about 15 years. So, so it is what it is. So, but I like that trailer. It looked interesting. Alden Ehrenreich, again, does not have to do a Harrison Ford imitation, just as Chris Pine didn't have to do an imitation of Captain Kirk. William Shatner. Okay, he got some of his mannerisms, like the way he sat in the chair, sort of the way he carried himself, but he didn't do an imitation, of Captain Kirk. And Alden Ehrenreich is not going to do a imitation of Harrison Ford because there's only one Harrison Ford. Can he pull this off? Well, the trailer, yeah, I like that trailer. Again, it's directed by Ron Howard. Comes out May 25th. So you can see the way Disney's stacking the calendar. We got Black Panther coming out Friday after next. We got then in May, we got Ant-Man and Wasp coming out. We've got Infinity War coming out in May. So here's your May. You've got Infinity War coming out first weekend in May. You then got Deadpool coming out 2 weeks after that. And then a week and a half after Deadpool, you get the Han Solo movie. Then about 2 weeks after the Han Solo movie, you get the Ant-Man and Wasp movie. So that's a lot of stuff hitting all at once, And you still had the Dark Phoenix movie coming out, and you still have, of course, later on in the year, you got Aquaman coming out. So, but those are my top 2 trailers from yesterday. The Infinity War trailer was just a tease trailer. Captain America showed his new shield, so that looked pretty cool to me. You have to see it in action. But that, again, I'm excited about seeing that. I'm excited about seeing who leads the attack on Wakanda for the Black Order, that's Thanos' children. I personally hope it's Proxima Midnight, but it may not be. I mean, that's what I'm hoping it is. So, so that's what trailers did you all like? Did you all enjoy the Super Bowl? So and so it's I enjoyed the Super Bowl. I thought it was cool, but I was hosting and I was moving all around. But Disney spends a lot of cash, and they're making a lot of cash. So and they reshot. Generally, it takes a movie 12 to 14 weeks to shoot, and they spent another 12 weeks reshooting Solo. So they almost shot 2 different movies. So Oh, you won 2,300. Well, Spartan guy, why don't you go ahead and let me put my information, my PayPal information in? Yeah, congratulations, brother. Yeah, yeah. Eagles won by 8 points, and yeah, there were what $1 million prop bets. Vegas got killed. Vegas got killed in the Super Bowl. I mean, from top to bottom, they lost their shirts yesterday. So they paying out big today. They're gonna be hurting. Which means, though, if you've never been to Vegas, you'll be able to get good prices out there. So just so people know. But it was a good football game, if you just in case you all don't know. So, oh man, what's the difference in what? So a prop bet. Oh well, the prop bets. Those are the ones that you could guess what color the Gatorade was. They were going to do that they dumped on the coach. You could guess who was going to score first, if it was going to be a field goal or a touchdown, how many interceptions. That you could do like a general prop bet and say, I think there's going to be 2 interceptions in the Super Bowl. Or you could say you could make it a more proper bet and say, well, I think that Tom Brady's going to throw 2 interceptions in the Super Bowl. And if you were to put like $60 on that, because that's a more defined bet, you will get a higher payout. It's just like if you bet on horses, you can bet on one horse across the board. You say, I want the 6 across the board, or you can say, I want the 6 to show, or I want the 6 to 6 and 5 exacta, or I want a 5-6 exacta box. It's just the more detail you are with your bet, the more money you get on the back end. So so Trey BK said that Smart only won $23. So yeah, they promoted the movies pretty well yesterday. I like the Solo trailer for the simple fact that it just shows him starting up the Millennium Falcon. Then it drops to that Lucas logo. I thought that was pretty cool. So, but yeah, it is what it is, and it's all Disney stuff. That's what you saw mostly yesterday. It was Disney's trailer stuff. So now you can see why people don't like Disney, because the franchises, Disney is dominating in the franchise department. So I hope that everybody goes to see Mission Impossible, this new one, because I think is that Paramount, I think, who does this. So we'll have to wait and see. So all right then. So but we'll move to the PS5 specs. And it did kind of take me back a little bit. And again, I had to wake up to write down the specs, And so we're just going to go from there. And then I am going to see if anybody has any questions. And if not, I'll talk more about them on the PC podcast. But if not, I'm going to jump off and just go to bed. So I appreciate everybody being here. Like I said, from the East Coast to the West Coast and everybody down south and everywhere around the world. I do appreciate it. So here is your PS5 specs, according to the inside source, who is going to go, and he is German. I can tell you that. And he is going to go by the name Luftwaffe. That's as he calls himself, Luftwaffe. So that's exactly the way he says it too. So, but he is he works overseas. I've actually known him for a while. So he grew up in the United States. He now lives overseas. He is a computer programmer, but he went overseas and got him a job and a nice cottage and a nice he got him a nice looking Scandinavian woman from Greenland. I mean, she's nice looking. Little on the, wait a minute. All right, she can't cook, but she's real nice looking. All right, so here we go. I'll start with the obvious question that everybody has is backwards compatibility. That right now is up in the air. They aren't 100% sure about backwards compatibility. So these are the PS5 specs. So backwards compatibility, not right now. That you need to put that in the possible. So they don't know. Also, games. The new Gran Turismo. I guess it'd be Gran Turismo 7 or 6, something like that. That will possibly be a launch game with the PlayStation 5. Gran Turismo. Now, why Gran Turismo? Gran Turismo is one of the biggest games around the world. It will sell. And if you look at the charts now, I guess Gran Turismo is still in the top 20, like worldwide, something like that. It's doing very well. So somebody went to crap Donald's. Fatal did. So well, she may be able to. Yeah, I don't know what she does, man. Come on now, don't make fun of my friend's wife that gave me these specs so I can give to you. So right now, the backwards compatibility is a question mark. Don't know if it's going to have backwards compatibility. So these people saying that it should have it, they don't know. They don't know. So because there's a part of the team who wants to. There's a part of the team apparently that says we don't need backwards compatibility. They'll still support the PlayStation 4, and there's another part of the team that says, yeah, we need it. You know, we need it. So to offset what their competitors are doing. So, but they don't know. So maybe I don't know how that'll work. So if you had a choice, if you're on the design team and they say, do you want a 4K Blu-ray player or do you want backwards compatibility? That's now you can kind of understand where they are. Okay, they don't really know. So so they're going to do one or the other. They're not going to do both. So we'll have to wait and see. But the way 4K is moving very slowly, let me tell you, it's slow in the United States. It's slow around the world. So, and because we're the leading as far as the buyers of that, and we're behind as far as where the projections were. So, where we should be by 18, we're not even at 20% of the market. So, well, we may be now. So, but I think it's 1 out of 5, which is 20%, and they need us to be at 23 to 25%. So, but that's what they're waiting on. Okay, the joystick or the controller, whatever you want to call it, that's going to be totally redesigned. It pretty much at this point, it's designed to help to keep your fingers straight. You know, it's more of a design to keep your fingers straight on that pad, which in turn puts more stress on your hand. You may not feel that, but that does keep more stress on your hand. Now, the joystick is smaller, therefore you don't use as much energy to dispense to get around their controllers. So they are trading off. That's their trade-off. It's going to have more of a curve on that joystick because the human hand, when you rest your hands, you just put your hands out. Your hands, when you relax them, they're curved. The natural state of your hands is in a curved state. That's why if you pick up a joystick, that's why it has a natural curve that you can just kind of follow with your fingers. That's why the Microsoft joystick, that's why they're constantly redesigning them, because there's actual people going in there, medical people going in there to help with the design of the Microsoft joystick, the way it contours. It has a contour feel. You can relax your hand around the Microsoft joystick. That's why people say, well, I prefer the Microsoft joystick. It's because they prefer to relax, because your hand is in a natural state. So look for the Sony joystick and the PlayStation 5. They're going to have that type of curve, which means that curve is going to hit about, I think, what is it? It's going to be weird curves, but your hand has a weird curve. So, but you'll be able to, where they're stuck right now is, with the PlayStation joystick, the curve that, your thumbsticks are right on top of each other, meaning that they're right parallel at this point. Let me look at my stick to make sure. Yeah, they're parallel. Whereas that they're looking at kind of copying the way Xbox has that stick, as far as having one up in the north and one down at the neutral site. They don't know yet, but that's where they are in design. So they're pretty far along with this device. So I personally think they're waiting to hit 100 to 105 million sold, not shipped, before they make an announcement. So again, backwards compatibility, question mark with PS5. Redesign control, definitely. It's done almost. They just don't know where to put all the buttons at, but they're going to make 2 or 3 versions. They'll put 1 or 2 out for white paper it, be done with it. CPU. This is where I guess it starts getting juicy for all you computer people. They are going to stay with AMD. They had to make a choice between AMD and NVIDIA. And again, this is from Lou Wafa. This is not me, okay? This is from Lou Wafa in Germany. If you got any questions, take it up with Lou Wafa in Germany, because like I said, I was too tired to argue with him because it was 6 o'clock in the morning here. And in Germany, it was like 11 or 12 o'clock, and he was on his lunch break. Like, what are you doing? But apparently, I guess the Xbox and the PlayStation have got something called a APU. I don't know what an APU is, but that's what they have in them. So I'm gonna find out what an APU is, and I'll make, it's gonna be part of the PC podcast. So they're not gonna have that. Okay, they're not gonna have an APU. They're gonna have a dedicated CPU and GPU. So apparently the CPU is by a company called AMD, and it's going to be anywhere from 2.6 to 2.8. That's what they're looking at. So yeah, Lou Wappa. Yeah. So I'm gonna call him next time he calls me like that. So I mean, but he thought I was off today, and I said, well, I am off today, but I gotta work tonight, so I have to sleep all day. So oh man. So y'all take it up with Lou Wappa. So anyway, AMD 2.6 to 2.8, whatever that is. I don't know even what that means. So somebody can break it down for me, or I'll break it down tomorrow. So oh man, it's ugh. And so that's the CPU, 2.6 to 2.8 AMD. So gigabytes. All right, they're gonna have 16 gigabytes of GDDR5. I have no idea what that means. So, but whatever, I don't know what they have now. So, but whatever it's going to, if they have 8, it will now be 16. If they have 10, it's going to be 16. So I don't know if they got 4, they're going to have triple. I mean, I don't know what's on there now. So yeah, I like the Rodeo King too. So, well, I just like the Rodeo Burger because it was like $1.29. So, but so that is the CPU, the 16 gigabytes GDDR5. AMD, now this is the GPU, AMD Vega GPU. AMD Vega GPU hybrid with Navi architecture. I don't know how that would work. Okay. I don't know how that would work. So, so, I don't know how that works, but it's a Vega GPU. Now, if you don't know, the Pro that does a little bit more than the Xbox S does a little bit more than the Pro. It has Vega architecture in it. That's where the rapid pack math stuff comes in. So it will have a Vega GPU. Again, this is from Lou Wafa. Leave me out of it. This is Lou Wafa. So AMD Vega GPU, and again, they're going to have a separate CPU and a separate GPU. Okay, so and with some kind of bandwidth that's on there, it's going to be anywhere from 420 to 510. I don't know what that is though. Okay, I don't know what that is. So, but so I don't even know how that works. So, HBM2 memory. Again, have no idea what that means. So, HBM2 memory. Yeah, I told you all separate GPU and CPU. So I don't know how that works. So something called all right, they're gonna have a hybrid. They don't know if it's gonna have an SSD or an SSH drive. I don't know what that is, or a hybrid of it. This is what they're looking at. So, and 2 terabytes. So 2 terabyte of memory. And it's gonna go for a pretty hefty price. So so when you're looking at that kind of design, you're looking at about $350. Okay, so I don't know, but I don't know. Price they don't know. Price is a question mark. He didn't know. So that's what they're going for. I don't know how it stacks up in power to a mid-range PC, to a whatever, an Xbox, whatever. I am speaking in tongues for me, so so but that is it. So HBM2 memory, separate GPU, CPU. I don't know what the advantages and disadvantages are. SSD and SSH are a hybrid, and something called 2 terabytes. So, and that is it. So your PlayStation 5 will have a brand new joystick. You will have backwards compatibility is a question mark. Your CPU will be between 2.6 and 2.8. They're sticking with AMD on that. 16 gigabytes of GDDR5. Again, I have no idea what that is. AMD Vega GPU hybrid with Navi technology. HBM2 memory. SSD, SSH, whatever this is, some type of thing where something is loading, that they want very little to no load times. I mean, to me, it's already fast. The Pro is. And the Xbox is fast too. So to me, they're all okay. And then 2 terabytes, because the games that you can clearly see, Sony's games are bigger. They're more open world. They're taking up a ton of space. And they're looking at a 2021 launch, because 2020 2020 to 2021 window is what they're looking at. So you're looking at 30 months from now, give or take 32 months from now. So, but are there any questions? Again, to me, it's just that's what they're going for. That's their working framework. And so I'm having a good time with the framework. I have no idea what it means. So yeah, you can get them you can get on a buck. Yeah, so yeah, you can get 10 chicken nuggets for $10 if you pre-order this thing. So, and that is from Lou Waffle. So this got to leave me out of it. So what's that? 56 or Vega? What? Vega with Vega GPU with Navi hybrid technology. So I have no idea what that means. So. So yeah, Halo Storm. Like I said, I wasn't for sure what the Xbox X or what the Pro has. Like I said, I don't know if it's 4, 8, whatever. They're going for 16, so I don't know how that works. Anywhere from 350 to 500, some type of bandwidth, which will allow them to do not just 4K but 6 to 8K textures. Which, I mean, I have no idea who's going to be. I don't know who's going to make a game at 8K textures. That's. I mean, like I said, to me, maybe a first-party studio, but that's it. But 56 or 64. Oh, I have no idea. It may be a 20 Spartan guy. I'm not for sure what those numbers mean. So, damn, nobody's got any movies. Yeah, I got some fancy tech words. So, but yeah, I have no idea how fast it is. So. Oh, you just had dinner? So, but that is it. So that is it for your PlayStation 5. So, yeah, 6K. I agree with that, Halo Storm. Yeah, and that's first party, and that's golly. I mean, we're talking 3 years down the road, people. So, I mean, again, but Lou Waffle, he wanted me to let everybody know that that's kind of what their working framework is. That's kind of where they've decided to take it. So no more Ks, please. Yeah, I know. So as far as what the games are going to look like and what kind of modes they're going to have on them, I don't know. So, like I said, all I do know is that I have to go to bed here shortly. So any questions on the PlayStation? Yeah, like I said, I'm sure is going to build something with yeah, we didn't even get into the T-flops and all that stuff because they don't know how big the GPU is going to be yet. So, but I'm he didn't know either. So I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to speculate. So, I've already said it. To me, it's going to be anywhere from 8 to 10 T-flops, but that's just me. So, So, PS5 irrelevant to me. It's irrelevant to me too. And I told him he could have waited to call me and told me this evening, or emailed me. Which then he turned around and emailed me. So, so he did email me. I'm like, you could email me these specs. So, how does one mess up Tetris? I never did like that game. So, Vegas 64 is the only card with Navi tech. Okay, well then I don't know what that. Yeah, that's fine. So, it may not be that then. I mean, it's just it's supposed to have hybrid. It's supposed to be a hybrid of Navi. So, but again, the GPU that the Pro has Vega architecture on it. So, the comic book podcast, I'm gonna do one with Triple Cup Chuck Wednesday if I don't have to work. So, Triple Cup Chuck on Wednesday night. That's if I don't have to work. So so look for that. We'll podcast that. He put a big thing up for it. We're gonna do nothing but Black Panther though. Nothing but Black Panther. Because again, remember the Black Panther reviews will be out tomorrow. When you wake up tomorrow, you'll be able to go online and see reviews. You'll be able to see I think you'll be able to do spoilers. Yeah, spoilers as well. Now, again, I told you all yesterday, I'm not going to do my spoiler review until the last week of the month. And I'm not going to do it on Craig's Corner. I'm going to do it on the Porch Light Podcast. And I'll put it up. Hey, these are spoilers. Don't watch if you ain't seen it. So, it's on his channel. Yeah, Grudy of Legends. Yeah. Yeah, he's invited a bunch of people. So hopefully we can all get there. If not, if I have to work Thursday night, if I have to work Thursday morning, I won't be able to do it. I couldn't do the last one because after 60 frames, no lag, I usually go ahead and go to bed. I usually turn in. So no, I'm going to go see it, Spartan God, because everyone in it is going to be an Infinity War. So so. And it's the 20th movie out of the MCU? So, yeah. And I've watched all the MCU movies. So, I'm going to go see it. I was going to go see it no matter what. Navi not out till late. Again, this is the PS5 is not coming out for another 3 years. So, so yeah, hit that like button. So, what's your idea, Thomas Hand? So, I still think Black Panther will win that fight, but who knows? It's all subjective. So, but anyway, yeah. But again, those are your PlayStation. That's it. And I got that from Lou Waffa. And so, are there any questions or anything? So, yeah, hit the like button, hit the unlike button, whatever. So, you're not saying you have an idea. You're not saying okay. That's cool. So, all right. Well, all righty. Everybody seems to be happy with those specs, I guess. Nobody's complaining. So, but all right then, guys. Well, I certainly hope everybody, and I mean everybody, enjoyed the Super Bowl. And hopefully your favorite team win. And if it didn't, well, they come back and get them next year, right? So, but congratulations. Somebody was running for 30 yards or catching a 25-yard pass. It's just like, man, defenses are horrible. So, but what's going on, Mr. Alexander? So, but what is happening there is fatal. So 6 is greater than 4. Yep, a little bit more. Somebody dropping a console announcement. Oh, I think that the next new console announcement will be it'll be in 2019, but there is rumors of another PlayStation VR on the horizon, like a smaller version. So I have to wait and see. There's a reason why PlayStation VR was $199 when it went on sale. So, but well, that's right, Spartan guy. November MPD says something different. So, but all right, guys. Well, I tell you what, I am going to get on up out of here because I am sleepy. I'm just gonna keep it 100%, and I have to be at work in like 5.5, 6 hours. So. But 1.8 greater than 6. Okay. So, yeah, well, a lot of things were greater than 6. So what is the Nintendo Switch. It did like 1 or something like that. So, and look, the only people still talking about NPD is the Xbox guys. I mean, nobody else cares, you know. So, but to them, it's still important. I mean, they haven't won one since like 2016. Like, shout out to Porter Rock. Oh, go check out the Porch Light. Oh my God, I'm so friggin' sleepy. The Gaming Couch podcast from yesterday. They had a dream team on there. I mean, it was me and Porter Rock 77 was a special guest. J Dub City, Wolf Flow, Dark Cloud was on there. You know, plus Fox. I mean, couldn't get Selena on there. Something was going on with her mic, so I'm trying to invite Selena onto this podcast to come hang out one time. You know, it's not now, but some other time. So. You know, but it is what it is. So, you know, but glad everybody stopped by. I appreciate you all being here. Like I said, I gotta get some sleep. You know, it is the way it is, or else I'll be at work sleep tonight. So yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yes. Well, I don't know about that. I know she's a gamer, and hopefully I'm trying to get her on just to stop by this podcast to say hi to everybody. Yeah. Oh, a lady. Yeah. So, so yeah. So, all right, then. Yeah, I agree with the Spox have you blocked. I have no idea, Cycle. So, yeah, yeah, and again, we'll go back over it again. Xbox is, they don't give a darn about the backlash to, you know, they've gotten some negative, you know, stuff on the Game Pass, but they've got more positive than negative. And again, everybody does a burn. And that's what Microsoft is doing. They're doing a burn. They understand that these smaller places, again, they're getting out of the physical market anyway. So what do they care? What do they care? So, you know, PS4 Plus games are Realm and that. I think that's garbage, but it's nice of them to offer it, but it's garbage. You know, that's my opinion. Everybody's different. I loved all the Super Bowl movie trailers, the Jurassic Park one. I was like, you know, so we'll have to wait and see how. I have to need to see more about Jurassic Park. But I love the Infinity War short trailer. I really did like the Mission Impossible trailer, and boy, oh boy, and so the Solo trailer. Wow. What can you say? I'll definitely be going to see that. So, but all right, guys, and again, the PS5 specs are what they are. I think it's going to be a good console if it works out. I'll be on PC by then, so we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know if those specs will do what I think they can do, but it is what it is. So, but I will get on up out of here. I will talk to you guys later, and I will let you know about the PC podcast. It's scheduled on my other channel, so everybody who keeps asking about it. But again, if I got to work tomorrow night, it ain't happening. So I can say it ain't happening. So. The PS5 specs, Detonator 56. Just go back, listen to the podcast. I read them off, and my friend Lou Waffa in Germany gave me the spec. So we'll have to wait and see. And if he's right, he's right. If he's wrong, he's wrong. It can change, but those are the specs that he gave me, and that they're working with right now. Those are the rough specs that they're going for. So yeah, again, like I said, Halo Storm. I don't know what the numbers mean because I was half asleep when he gave them to me, and I'll look at them again for the PC podcast, and then that'll kind of be some of the stuff we'll go over. But standalone SSD, SSH hybrid drive, 2 terabyte because the games are getting bigger. HBM2 memory, I have no idea what that means. AMD Vega GPU with Navi architecture built in, 16 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM, CPU, this AMD 2.6 to 2.8, and it's going to be separate. It's not going to be a APU. They're going to go with a standalone, and backwards compatibility is up in the air. They don't know whether to try to do that or 4K Blu-ray, and then a redesigned joystick with more curve. So they're already, the joysticks are pretty much done. They've got 3 ready to go ahead and be patented. So we'll have to wait and see. So, but that's it. And you know, that is it. It wasn't a big deal. And go from there. So y'all still talking about Blade and Black Panther. My goodness gracious. So, well, good. I'm glad you all reading comic books. As long as you read the comic books, that's all the main thing. your friend Whopper from Germany. Well, he's from the United States. He lives in Germany, and he's married to some chick from Greenland or I don't know, one of those countries. Just yeah, very. Let's just say she can't cook, but she's well endowed. Okay, she makes up for it in other places, but apparently not a very good cook. And poor Lou Waffle has lost a lot of weight, so but he wanted to. But all right then, guys, I'm going to get out here and go to bed. And you all have a good day, and hopefully your favorite team won yesterday. And if not, they'll get them next year. The NFL draft's in a few more months, so you all take it easy. Stay blessed. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.